and I gave birth to my lovely three children. I got divorced and I had to raise my children alone. I went to culinary academy and worked there, but I always had difficulty, and I did cooking for the weddings and catering, and I had my own business, small business. At the time, I really suffered a lot, so I couldn't live together with my children. But I just endured and endured just to survive. And there was Asian financial crisis, and my family's business went bankrupt, and I totally collapsed. My life was full of failure. I didn't even want to leave. I even wanted to end my life, but when I closed my eyes, I thought of my children, so I couldn't just end my life. So I was in a really big hardship. In the morning, when I look at the sneakers of my son, there was hole. So I couldn't afford to buy a new one for my son. So I felt so sad. Mom, I'm okay. I can just wear it like this. Bye-bye. And when I had to see him wearing that weary sneakers, it made my heart ache. And one day,
누구세요?
who are you?
어쩐 일이세요? 지나가다 들렸지 뭐.
What brings you here?
자기처럼 면역력 떨어졌을 때는
So to boost your immune system, we have this. So it was a miracle that I got to meet Atomy, and that's how I got to have hope. You need to change. Now the times is changing, so you need to change yourself. I went to the first seminar and listened to the chairman's lecture, and I decided to change my life. With Atomy, I got to have my own dream, and I began to smile again. And someday I couldn't even sleep because of excitement. I went to work early in the morning and went home late in night, and there were many times many people refused me, but when I thought of my children, I could do this. I just got the result that I should be successful, and I dedicated myself to this. So she was working from early in the morning to late at night, and her wish was to live together with her children. And she always imagined what she would be like in the future. And when I think of her, it makes me smile. 10 years have passed, and I was not alone. 2 million a month was my dream, but in my bank account, there was a lot of income that I have never imagined before. So I got to have a stable life, and I could live together with my children. It was my first time to go to US. There was language barrier, but I could deliver my message, and I made many global partners: Mexico, China, and US. Some people say we didn't even start in Korea, so how come you can go to the US? And people were dubious about that. But the chairman has focused on global business, and she got to have vision in spreading Atomy in other countries. So at the time, it became a great help and hope to us. We got to learn more about the product, and it was a great help for me. With Atomy, I got to have many sponsors and partners all across the world, and finally I could become the most wonderful mother in the world. Thank you, Mother. I know you have been going through a lot, and I think we are being compensated for the hard work. Thank you, Mom. I love you so much. Thank you for becoming Imperial Master. Thank you, Mother. We are so proud of you. So now, as she's Imperial Master, she's a global leader, and I hope you would leave with financial freedom. I knew you'd make it. Thank you, and I'll promise that I'll be like you in the future. When you change your thoughts, you can make actions. And if you just think of Atomy, and if you change thoughts to Atomy, anyone can be happy. That's how I became Imperial Master of Atomy.
네. 현장에 계신 모든 애터미 회원분들께서는
Atomy members, please stand up and be ready to welcome the Imperial Master. Please stand up.
여러분, 생생하게 꿈을 꾸면 반드시
Ladies and gentlemen, when you dream vividly, dreams come true. And you can see this with this Imperial Master. We have new Imperial Master, 이연자.
네. 빛나는 성공의 주인공이
This is the successful leader.
여러분, 역사적인 현장을 여러분들은 함께하고 계십니다. 다 함께 여러분 그건 박수로
Please give
해주십시오.
her a big hand.
네, 회장님께서 진심 어린 포옹으로 응원과
Now the
격려와
chairman is
축하를
giving her a
보내주고
big
계십니다.
hug with encouragement.
애터미 가족분들의 축하와 박수와 성원과 응원을 받으면서
Congratulations and encouragement from Atomy members. She's now walking on the blue carpet.
네, 도전의 결실을 맺는 값진 날인 만큼 너무나
This is a
설레고
very precious
감격스럽습니다.
moment where her dreams come
11년
true.
동안 꿈을
It's
꾸며
full of
그 꿈을
excitement.
현실로
She has been
이뤄내는
dreaming for this
기적이
for the last
현실이
10
되는 이
years,
순간
and now
얼마나
the miracle
가슴 차면서
has come
떨려
true.
할까요?
This is a moment
여러분, 한
of
번 더 뜨거운
enthusiasm
박수와
and
환호로
excitement.
축하해
Once
주십시오.
again, please give her a big hand. Congratulations.
현장에 계신 분들뿐만 아니라 전
Not
세계
only
애터미
the
회원분들께서
participants on site,
축하와
but
존경의
all the
박수를
Atomy
보내주고
members
계십니다.
across the
정말
world
감동적인
are giving
순간입니다.
her congratulations and warm applause.
올라가실 텐데요.
Please come up to the
애터미
stage
최고
of
리더분들께서
honor.
새로운 뉴
On the
임페리얼
stage,
마스님을
the mass
기다리고
leaders of Atomy
있습니다.
are waiting for
자,
the
이제
new
꿈의 자리,
Imperial
역사
Master.
애터미 가족분들의
Historical
모든
moment.
염원의 그 꿈, 그
All
무대
desire of
한 걸음,
Atomy family
한 걸음
members.
정상을
Now
향해
she's walking
올라가고
towards the
있습니다.
top.
네, 여러분 다시 한번 큰 박수
Once
부탁드립니다.
again, please give her a round of applause.
네, 임페리얼 마스터분들 한 분 한 분과
Imperial
인사를 나누고
Master.
계시는데요.
She's greeting all.
자리에
Imperial
함께한 우리 모두의
Masters.
희망이자 기쁨의 순간인 것 같습니다.
This is a moment of excitement.
자, 그럼 승급 트로피는 김대현 대표 이사님께서 직접
So
수여해
now,
주시도록 하겠습니다.
CEO Kim Tae-yeon is going to award the prize.
회원 성명 뉴 임페리얼
Member
마스터
name, New Imperial
이연자.
Master
기원에는 꿈을
이연자.
이루고자 하는 열정과 노력
With your
그리고
passion and
남다른
efforts to
배려와
achieve your dream and with your extraordinary consideration and humble mind, you have become Imperial Master, the top mastership of Atomy. So we are awarding this trophy. 2022 May 20th, Chairman Park Han-gil of Atomy.
한 번 더 다 함께
Congratulations.
부탁드립니다.
Please give her a warm round of applause.
임페리얼 핀
And
수여식이
next, we are going to award Imperial Pin.
자, 이제 핀 수여식이 진행이 될
And
텐데
now,
네, 어떤 분이 대표로 나와서 진행해 주실까요?
who's going to award the pin?
역사적인 순간.
This is a historical moment.
네.
The pin has been awarded.
영예로운 임페리얼
On her
마스터
chest, she now has the Imperial Master Pin of Honor. She looks really happy. Let's take the photo. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
전 세계 글로벌 모든 애터미 가족분들이 함께
All the
축하해 주시고
Atomy members
그리고
across
무대
the
위에
world is
계시는
congratulating
많은 분들이
her, and all the people
축하를
on the
나눠주고
stage
계십니다.
is sending her the message of
자,
congratulations.
이제 글로벌 리더와 함께 카메라를 바라보시고 기념사진
So with global leaders, let's take the group photo all together.
보여주시고요.
Please come to the center.
하나, 둘,
1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
자, 그럼 이제 현금 프로모션.
So now we have cash promotion. 1 billion won.
기계차가
Now we have the forklift with 1 billion won. Now entering the stage.
임페리얼 마스터
Atomy's
현금 프로모션입니다.
promise. Cash promotion for Imperial Master. Now we have 1 billion won forklift on the blue carpet.
10수년 전 박한길 회장님께서는
Decades ago, Chairman Park Han-gil
현금을
promised that he's going to award 1 billion won on the forklift for the top mastership.
약속하신 그
This is the promise made by Chairman Park Han-gil. 1 billion won. Now the forklift that has 1 billion won is going through the blue carpet. And today we are witnessing the historical moment when the promise is becoming reality.
네, 힘든 과정도 많았지만 성공에
There
대한
must have been so many hardships, but with confidence in success, she endured and worked so hard for this success, and now she's getting the compensation. Now for the new Imperial Master, 1 billion won is being awarded to our new Imperial Master, Yanda, the new Imperial Master. Congratulations.
자, 약속한 대로
As promised, 1 billion won is going to be awarded by CEO Kim Dae-yeon of Atomy.
네, 여러분 꿈이 이루어지는 순간입니다. 다 함께
Now dream is being come true.
감사하겠습니다.
Please give her a warm applause.
자, 여러분 역사적인 순간을 다 함께 기억해 보겠습니다.
Let's remember this historical moment all together. Let's take a group photo. 1, 2, 3. Atomy.
자, 다 함께 기념사진 한 번 더 찍겠습니다.
One more group photo.
카메라를 바라보시고요.
Please look at the camera. This is a historical moment. Let's cherish this moment. Congratulations.
네, 진심으로 축하드립니다.
Congratulations.
무대에 계신 경영진 분들과
Those of you who are on the stage, the top management, Imperial Masters, and Crown Leaders Club members, please go back to your seat.
네, 오늘 정말 승급 소감이 기대가 되는.
I'm really looking forward to
자, 아직도
the promotion
우리의
speech.
마음을, 그리고 이 축하하는 마음을
I can
계속해서
still feel the
나눠주고
excitement.
계시는데요. 얼마나 묵묵하게 한 걸음 한 걸음 10여
This is really a touching moment. I can't even imagine what her last 10 years would have been like. One more time, please give her a big hand.
오랫동안 기다리셨습니다. 그럼 지금부터 뉴 임페리얼 마스터 이연자님의 승급 소감을
Thank you for
들어보도록
waiting.
하겠습니다.
And now we're going to listen to the speech of new Imperial Master. Hello everyone, I'm Iyonja, the new Imperial Master.
보잘것없이 초라했던 제가 오늘
I
성공의
didn't have
달리기를
anything in the past,
펼쳤습니다.
but now I have become a successful leader. 14 years ago, I first started Atomy business. At that time, I decided not to give up despite any difficulty. I made my own promise with me, and I feel so delightful that I could make my promise come true. At first, when I first started Atomy business, I had depression and I also had menopausal symptoms and I was not healthy and everything I did went into failure. So I had very low self-esteem. I didn't have high expectations for this first seminar, but at that time, I listened to a very passionate lecture of the chairman, which lasted more than 5 hours, and I got to have hope that I can live a new life from now on. And on that day, after I had the seminar, I couldn't sleep because of excitement. And from the day I decided to deep dive into Atomy business, I didn't rest and I just focused on spreading Atomy business from early in the morning and night. I just went to every restaurant to promote Atomy products, and when I went to sauna, every person I met, I promoted Atomy from early in the morning, 9 a.m. and until 2 a.m. And I just had this dream and resolve that I want to live with my children again. So I worked every day for Atomy business. Some businesses, some restaurants and shops refused me, but already I had low self-esteem and I just never gave up. And every day I took hemohim and I took cosmetic products every day. So my skin was not fair before, but my skin became really beautiful and people recognized that. And with Atomy business, my first goal was 2 million won every month. I could pay rent and I could pay tuition for my last son. That was only thing I wished for. But 1 year has passed and 2 years have passed. Not only 2 million, but 8 million and 10 million won became my income. I just promoted Atomy from early in the morning till late in the night, and it just changed my life. And 1 year after I started Atomy business, my children said, Mom is crazy about Atomy. I asked why, and they were saying that even while I was asleep, I was talking about Atomy products while I was sleeping, sleep talking. So before US Brands was founded, I had really big confidence in Atomy that it can go global. So even though I was not that a healthy person, I went to US many times. Absolute product, absolute quality, absolute price. I went to US, China, Mexico, and as I imagined, there were so many global partners. If I didn't get to meet Atomy, I don't think that I was able to travel to other countries. And maybe I would have just worked in a small restaurant or some factory. So when Im Jong-ja first introduced Atomy to me, I refused so many times. Maybe some of the people here today who are here after refusing many times, maybe today can be the most important day of your life. If you have to become crazy about something in your life, why don't you become crazy about Atomy, something that can change your life? Alone, you cannot become rich, but when you gather and work together with other people, you can become rich. This is the message from the chairman, and this has become a big teaching for my success. At first, chairman said when you earn 2 million won with Atomy, he asked us to spend all 2 million won for the partners. I couldn't understand his message at first, but as time goes by, now I realize when you save 2 million won for 1 year, it becomes 24 million. But when you spend this money for your partners, it becomes 240 million. That's what Atomy is like. Because you're not doing this alone. You're working together with your partners. To raise my children, 3 children of mine. At first, it was really difficult and I felt lonely. But with Atomy business, I was no longer lonely because I had love from my partners. Even though you're not that skillful, even though your life has been full of failure before, if you have this eagerness and commitment, we can all walk towards success. I'm really happy to become Imperial Master because I can contribute a lot now. And I feel really proud and happy when my partners are becoming successful thanks to my sponsorship. Now I'm at the top mastership and I will be supporting my partners so that they can also be in my position. And I will continue to communicate with them and be a great help for them. And to my beloved 3 children, there's one message I want to deliver to them. As you saw from the video, I want to say sorry to them. I was not being a good mother. So my first daughter had to work part-time to earn money for the younger siblings. And my 2 sons waited for me and had confidence in me. And thanks to all of you, I could make this success possible. Thank you and I love you. Before I met Atomy, my life was full of failure, full of depression, but now I'm the happiest person in the world. Dream vividly. With Atomy, dreams come true. Atomy is the lucky key that can end poverty. Don't worry whether this is the right path to walk on. Don't give up. Walk towards the top. I'll be waiting at the top stairs of success. Thank you very much.
네, 너무나도 감동적인 승급 소감입니다. 다시
It was
한번
really
심장
impressive
축하 부탁드립니다.
speech. Once again, please give her a big hand. She's gone through so many things. Now her promotion is really a precious moment. This concludes all the mastership promotion ceremony. And we now have the last corner, 2022 May Success Academy, Atomy Vision.